Yo,
We are back at it again for the fifth time today. Dre, Millie, Levianth, what's up, bro?
it's good.
Bro, we have been in spaces all day, as Shekinah says it, preaching the good gospel of artifact. For some reason, I felt some type of way when she said that. I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. What do you mean? It almost felt like I was like following Jim Jones and about to drink the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying, Dre? Did you feel that the way she said it? She said it. I don't I don't preach the gospel of artifact all day. That's a bad take on my part, but that's what we're here for.
Damn.
N- we're- we're- Yo, that was about as bad as Dre Mill gets when he comes to rugging, dude. Um, he's gone. We had to boot his
Rug
ass.
take. That was a rug take.
What's
Not
a
gonna
rug take? Well, so what's up, Levianth? You feeling on top of the world, man? You just got your reptile t-shirt.
Yeah,
Uh
bro. It's the best day in collecting artifact NFTs for me. Not gonna lie.
it's I'm gonna tell you what, dude, it pays to have well friends, right? Like to you, it could make your whole week, but maybe to that guy, he was just some NFT sitting in his wallet, right? Who knows?
Facts. Facts.
But
Homie
he
said he knows how it is to build a full collection, so I respected that from the heart. I'll be honest.
yeah, dude. He had, what does he have? A full collection of what? Did you go through his shit? Like, does he have like all the clones, the DNAs?
He got most of them. Yeah, he copped an alien too, but that was sadly after the forging, or else he'd be up tons. I think.
Bro, nobody like we look, we could dive deep into it, and we probably will because we just end up doing it anyways. But nobody's talking about how much money the people with the rare DNAs were able to like profit if they played their cards right, right? Like if you had a Murakami DNA or an alien, or even a drip clone, you were able to make a little bit of money on that season one shit, dude. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
trait
facts. That's
that's
facts.
trait based utility, dude, and I don't see a lot of people talking about mutants and apes just getting free money and they got a ton of shit, right? But I think Artifact's the first one where I've seen like trait based varieties. Like it almost makes more sense to hold a drip, and it almost makes more sense to work towards these higher rarity clones because you're getting those rarer drops. Like in my opinion, and I don't know other projects doing that. What's up, Kuro?
Just chilling, bro. Just chilling. Just waiting for my computer to finish doing whatever Windows update is doing.
Dude, does Nike even know what artifact is?
Yo, have you guys been in any spaces today? This is my first space of the day.
Still,
No fucking way. Subscribe. They're just waking up in Hawaii. They're so far back on the time zone. He's the GM subscribe. What's up, my man? First space of the day. Same here.
That was an excellent trio right there. Onslaught of trolling.
Yo,
yo,
bro.
I think
Sometimes
that's
I
my
could.
favorite word of the month, maybe year. I'm just gonna keep saying that all day. Still,
You know what was mad wild for real? Is he put that up and people got hyped and forgot about it. Like we were talking about LeBron wearing those shoes for days. Khaled put them joints up. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Now look
Yeah,
at
dude.
bro, he rocking artifact and he creating memes for us, bro. God damn, legend.
Hey, didn't somebody say some? Didn't wasn't he rocking some artifact today? Oh, we gotta get. Let's get Ilan up here, dude. I gotta hear. I'm trying to text Ilan, and he's in here right now. Trying to hear his new game plan. Come on, drop the alpha, Ilan. Tell us what you're up to so we can front run you. Not that I have any more ETH left, but Yeah, no, nobody has an ETH left, Dylan, so don't worry. We're all out of ETH, bro.
Give me some ETH.
What's up, Bill?
Yo, I was messaging you back. No, I like the plan, dude. Get as many DNAs as you can. Before you hopped in, we were just talking about all these rare DNAs had access to like rare shit in the collection, the season 1 and the Air Forces, and I would love to see someone add up, like with somebody with the rare shit, add up what kind of bag they made if they were able to sell that shit. You know, even the undead stuff, dude. The
Yeah, I
undeads
mean,
were
I feel like you guys know I'm all about sort of story mode, and so I feel like with the way story mode should be coming down the pipe here pretty soon, I feel like there's going to be, particular activations for the different clones to be involved in different aspects of sort of what's going on with that, with story mode, with Exodus, with the solar system that we're sort of approaching in that on that side of things, and with all the different worlds being potentially correlated to DNAs, and add to that the potential to link a clone and a egg in some way, shape, or form in an exopod. That's sort of where my mind went whenever that Murakami DNA sort of deal went the other way. I just like, man, I'll just try to stack some DNAs and see what happens.
Couldn't have said it any better, honestly. That's why I like my reptile. Everyone's like, yo, why didn't you get a cool drip? Why'd you get a reptile? I'm like, bro, because I saw that planet video with all those little planets that has to do with our DNA. And when you guys can't catch a first-class flight to Reptileville and you guys are in Dripville, I'm going to be like, yo, pull up. Come, there's only 250 of us. Come slide through. So,
Yo,
yeah.
you don't want to. You want to be in Angel Land, bro. That's where you want to be. Reptileville, scary place. 250 of them MFers running around. You never know.
I think I'll visit Demonville, but Angelville, I think I'm a bust a U-turn.
I hope Artifact flipped it on you guys and be like, yo, you got a human? I'm going to give you a reptile. You got a reptile? I'm going to give you a human. Like, just do that with the Animus and just flip it on you guys, and you guys are going to be pissed. Like, pull some of that shit and, like, advertise it.
I'll put my egg up for adoption if that happens.
I will throw my egg away. I'll burn it if I have to have a demon fucking Animus. There ain't no way, Tevi. There ain't no way. You hear me?
Is a demon animus like an untrained dog? It's like just gonna like shit on your loot pod
I don't know what you
floor.
guys are talking about. We got water, we got steel, we got dark and light is what I remember. We don't have demon or reptiles or whatever. But give me some wavy ones. I need some sea creatures.
Yeah, I
When
feel
we
like
link our bones to them, it'll reflect a little, no?
Oh, by the way,
I feel like
if you guys been to that, there was a event that happened, so that's how we know about the traits of these animus. They gave off the traits, so it's water, steel. I know dark is one. I'm not sure if it's light, but they mentioned this as well as like some viewing of some of the animus. Got one that looked like Mewtwo. It was pretty cool.
Dylan, I think we cut you off there. I'm sorry. Please continue.
No, yeah, you're cool, man. No, it's an important aspect of what I was going to say, which is, we really don't know a ton about the DNAs. Like, we don't know really anything. The whole Exodus thing was, centered around sort of a human, and the DNAs themselves could sort of have some of those elemental traits in higher, lower values, or however that sort of works. So I would expect it to be sort of an all-encompassing reveal whenever we finally do hear about the totality of the ecosystem. And I mean, I think this is a problem that so many collections have been trying to solve, and that is how do you, and I mean they copped it on the chin a little bit with the monolith one, but that being siloed, it wasn't like that big of a deal, and it was also very exciting because if you got a human, if you had a human, you got dropped a monolith, you cracked the monolith, and you got a rare vial. That was hella cool. But I think that projects have been trying to solve that rarity to companion issue, and that I would love to see some sort of thought getting put into that where you can sort of make everyone happy. And I think that like Animus will like that's its sort of goal, right, is to make everyone happy where they have a large collection. You don't have to have a clone. You don't have to have anything else. If you just have an egg, you're good. You're part of the ecosystem, and you'll be able to like train it up or do whatever. And if you do have a clone, then there's some way that they'll sort of interact. I think we were getting into it a little bit because I was going back and looking at some of the old threads on the artifact timeline because we were in that beginner space earlier trying to educate people about what's going on, and it was like making me have to go back to first principles on some of this stuff and try to wrap my head around what I wanted to tell them and like the threads that I wanted to share in their space. And like that sort of triggered a lot of memories of what had been told to us, the information that was relayed in some of those threads. And I do expect some pretty innovative stuff with hibernation incubation, and like you were talking about, subscribe to all those elements, to sort of flesh what those are out a little bit more in the lore and in the story, and how they pertain to the story in the first place. Like why those elements? Where do they exist? Do they exist more on one planet or the other? So yeah, no, that's kind of my short synopsis that ran a bit long.
Yeah, the DNA stuff. I'm not sure if it's an assumption that was made by us. Well, what if it's like you mentioned, trait itself? So like, imagine you get like a cigarette on the mouth or like a knife in the mouth, and this is the one trait that you hand off to the new, collection, and it's in a sense it's like an OG trait that was passed on to like the animus, right? Like, what if it's something like that, where if it's more rare, you add more rare traits, like kind of what Kuro did with like the hat to like the beans and the clone, right? So in a sense, you're sharing different traits that was given off. That could be a possibility. I'm not too sure. Like, we don't know yet.
Or DNA could play a factor, and it could do like genetics type of thing too.
Bro, this is the Clonspiracies show. That's where we're at. We missed Clonspiracies today. Everybody's Clonspirizing. I love it. Hey, so do you think Animus are gonna make good PFPs? Because like, look at Kuro, bro. He's got this bean with a hat on, and he's carrying a heavy ass key. The Animus are gonna have a community that
Wait,
get
who's
built
in
around
here?
him.
You guys have seen the thing.
No, yeah, no, I see
By
it.
any means.
I don't know
You've
about
seen the
PFP,
thing.
but I know they make good branding. Like,
You don't think they're gonna be?
I don't know, man. A Pokemon looking character as a PFP would be hard as hell, to be honest.
I think they're gonna for sure make them PFPable, dude.
like how much like putting a human figure on top of a shirt is very, very hard unless you're like really good with art and good with perspective. But if you got like something like Pikachu, it's so easy. Just slap that onto a backpack, slap that onto some pants, slap that onto some shirts. It's easier than doing something crazy with a human figure, right?
Then as wild as I just at that panel last week, and I'm cutting up the content from that panel. And on that panel, they were talking about how V Friends is coming out with those what are they called? Vending machines, where they put the toys inside the vending machine, and then people can
Yeah, I just think
buy the
it's
onesies
good
themselves.
branding.
And then,
So
yo, bro, don't talk when I'm talking. So they can go across the V Friends and create these vending machines, and people can have them themselves. And I went in on them about that. Like, man, don't nobody want no damn toys. I'm tired of the toys we need to be pushing shit for. And now that I think about this conversation, I'm like, yo, Animus toys would be hard. And here they come.
Yeah, but they're not stick figure toys that are stolen from a child's drawing book.
Well, that's what I said too. Don't nobody want no smacked ass turtle with no ugly ass
Kuro, don't lie. You
Rayquaza.
got the milady MFers. I know you.
So what?
I
So
know
what?
you.
I was cursed and gifted with them because I have sort of Milady psyop energy. So there's that. But you know
I
what? I'm
mean,
not
we need
rotating
one
anything
person to get
until.
along with them from
Huh?
this side.
Dog.
So
Bro, I definitely get along with them. They love me now, but it's like
I guess
it
that
came at
means
a
we're safe.
cost. It came at a cost. My sanity.
Dude, I'm not catching the Milady curse by talking bad about them. You ain't gonna beat me.
Me
Bro,
either, man.
Compound
No,
said
no,
Nah,
no.
he wants
no,
one.
they're cool. Yo, the ones you gotta watch out for are like cyber prints and stuff. No one likes them. Not even they do.
Yo,
Yo, can we get
apparently
some
they got somebody
retweets?
out of
That's one
jail.
thing
Like,
we
if I
don't
go
do
to
is
jail, you guys gonna
retweet
break
this
me out?
space, man.
Nah, we're just gonna say free subscribe.
Can we get some retweets,
I'm
bro?
just kidding.
Retweets and likes. Can we get that? Can we get that, please? Can we get some
Can
retweets?
we get that free tweet?
Like, damn, that's the only space I see that we don't
Hashtag
get
free
retweets.
subscribe.
For real. Keep him in there, bro. Throw him under the jail. Throw away the key. Give it to a whale. Let him swallow it. Poop it out. Hide it. Fertilize it. Grow a tree. Get him out of here.
Yeah, what's happening here? Is this a mutiny of some sort?
Yeah, who keeps rugging? Is it me or is it someone else?
You guys hear Dre?
No,
Oh my god, nobody hears Dre?
I haven't heard Dre speak since I got here.
Oh no
I can
way.
hear him.
No wonder, Dre. I was wondering why they were all talking over you. I was like, what is going on, dude?
Yo, like, what is this? Why does it just keep getting quiet out of nowhere? And then
Let him
I
cook,
was
man.
like,
Just let him
oh
cook.
shit! You said you guys can hear Dre.
I won't say anything. Just let him keep
I
going.
like can no. Can nobody hear Dre, I guess. Just me. I got you, Dre. Tell me, what do you want me to say? Tell
I
me, I'll
can
tell
hear
him.
you, Dre. I can hear you.
Yo, we got one soul. Okay, we got one of 6. Let's
So
go.
half rug, half non-rugs.
Tell them they can kiss my tall, lanky ass. How about that?
If you can't hear Dre, you gotta go down, come back up. Damn, not even Kiro can hear you. Could hear you. I think it's Dre that was
I know.
rugging,
I
bro.
think it's me too. I was rugging
Yeah,
earlier. I'm not.
what just happened there? That was the wildest thing ever.
Nobody could hear Dre is what it was. And
Hold on, Kuro. Can you hear Dre now?
he's not talking.
Yo, Kuro, I saw you mention before if we've seen it, and I just wanted to let you know I haven't seen it.
Oh man, you're missing out if you haven't seen Redacted. We actually do stuff that's redacted. Because we're not tweeting about making content, we're making content.
I swear that's their favorite word. Redacted. I hear that all the time from these base. That's the other word that they use. Base redacted. God damn, is that their favorite word? Don't curse me. I don't need cursing.
All
Don't curse.
statements of subscribes are statements of subscribes and not the bad take community as a
Yeah,
whole.
100%.
If the curse
I do not.
comes upon subscribe, it's on him.
I do not want to be cursed by my ladies. So I'm just saying. And
4, 4, 4. That's all you have to say. That's the number on the keypad on Farouk's thing that he presses when it gets out of control.
Still.
Yeah, he's got a keypad or he's got some financial advice shit. I just don't give financial advice. You can ask me, but I'm just gonna go around it and not really tell you what you need to hear.
I once gave a man aesthetic advice, and he bought a moonbird, and it.
You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him buy the things that you want him to buy. You know what I'm saying? Wait, what'd you do with the moonbird?
Nah, clones were 80. I told him to buy 3. He bought the Moonbird for 24 ETH. Guess how much the Moonbird is worth right now?
I don't want to know, dude. I don't want a Moonbird cursed either. I don't know if that's a thing. What's up, Vonsto?
I haven't seen them around.
What's
Are they
up?
still here? Moonbirds?
Yeah. Every community that was here is still here. They're just not on your timeline. In the same way that everybody said they don't see clones on the timeline, but we clearly have a community.
You sure didn't switch PFP?
No, they're here, dude. I know it. I haven't seen them, but they're out there. We just came from a space, dude, of 100 people, like dope people with Batman cowls on. That's like the Bat Cows community, bro. And they were dope, and I have not connected with them before. So what I'm saying is my timeline is hiding other communities. And so
Imagine if they put the Bat Cows
on the
their
clones.
clones.
That's
Yeah.
Wait,
exactly
You
what
are
just
we
said
Bat
bat
cows
cows,
just
like an actual cow that says moo, that has
No,
wings.
No,
no.
Bat?
cow.
From like Batman.
COWL, cowl, like a
Oh,
mask.
Yeah, the mask. So what I'm saying is, if your timeline can be completely hiding all these other communities and people in Web3, and you don't even realize it. So I'm gonna try to broaden my timeline. The same way people don't see clones on the timeline, dude, just because they ain't following no clones.
Yo, they don't see clones on the timeline because Redacted is coming.
I see Miladies, I see them CryptoPunks, I see some apes, some human PFPs. I've been seeing them a lot. I don't know how they find the algorithm, but I don't know. Maybe we should learn from the human PFPs.
fuck that shit. But you guys weren't talking about Bat cows right now.
I'm not learning anything from any freaking human PFPs. What were you saying, Vonso?
Was Kuro just talking about like cows that look like Batman or some shit like that?
No, there's a community in it that we just got out of a space with, and they held like an artifact community, and they're a DC comics based community called the Bat Cowls, and it's like the Batman mask that he wears is called a cowl, and it's like 11,000 one-of-one pieces of art of that cowl, and they had like 120 people in there, bro, and me and Dre and a bunch of other of us went in there and like talked artifact and talked CloneX and all this shit, dude. It was a dope space.
That's so funny because I was in that spaces, but like when they started talking about their own project, I swear to God, I heard Bat cows, and I was like, I was just at work listening, and I didn't actually like look at it, and I was just like, damn, like these guys actually just made a whole community off cow bats, and I was just like, I don't know how
Yo,
this
you
relates
went
to.
full Toronto man on them, eh? You didn't even bother researching it. You're like, you know what? These are Brampton mans.
I was at work, Brody. I couldn't see my phone. I was just listening.
No, that's funny, man.
No, those things are pretty cool. They were cheap before, but those guys are clever. They organized amongst themselves. There was no mutiny. There was no.
What happened?
I said they had no monolith to disrupt the growth.
No, dude, we talked about it in that space. Is that we've determined the monolith was good for us. What do you think? I don't want to dive into the monolith, but we've determined it's good for us because it caused some turmoil. And dude, we get Ilan started on some fucking turmoil now. Ilan knows that it takes a little turmoil, and it takes, what does he call it? You got to go into the fire to come out forged and stronger. Yeah, he says it way better than I do, bro.
Yo, bro, so tell me about this spirit manga. How do we buy?
You'll be dropping early next month. So I actually just got mine, and it is unrevealed as of right now. So yeah, Spirit DAO is going to be dropping some manga, chapter 1. Going to be some backstory on the characters. The art is fucking insane. It's super dope. So a lot of lore getting teased out in the characters that are in the Spirit DAO wallet. So keep your eye out, man. It should be pretty fucking rad.
Is this a project from Spirit DAO?
Say again?
This is a project from Spirit DAO, like a PFP
Yeah.
project?
Yep. No, not a PFP project. It's it's a comic book / manga, and will be sort of the basis of future content creation around the IP that Spirit DAO holds. They have a handful of like super grail. I should say I'm a part of Spirit DAO now. We have a handful of like super grail Azukis, and so the sort of mission of Spirit DAO is to build out the IP around those characters, and this is basically the first chapter of that content, and they're looking to, we're looking to make it as fucking huge as possible. And they, have the funds to do it too.
How did you get into Spirit DAO? Did they have to like join you in?
Yeah, I got invited. Yep.
What's up, Muscle?
Yes, that's me. I have a question, Compact. What kind of species is your tortoise?
Mine tortoise is a spirit desert tortoise. He I'm building lore around him currently as well. But
Wait, is that actually true? Like, if I look up spirit tortoise, I won't look like a dumbass?
Ilan, can my tortoise be a part of Spirit DAO or not?
No, your tortoise is going to be a part of the compound DAO, which will be where Bad Take happens, and he's going to roam around the actual compound in the metaverse, and he's going to necessitate feeding. So we will all be put to work to feed Flash on Cyber.
Dude, he's gonna...
Yo, but what if we did that? What if we did a Spirit DAO, but Bad Take DAO?
Bro, I'm trying to get it.
There was a story.
I just started a
lore.
Discord and you guys want a DAO already. Like, let's just get some people in the Discord channel. We got to.
I was waiting.
Yo, there's like 20 or 30 people in the Spirit DAO Discord, bro. It's not like there's a ton of people in there, bro.
Funny, like I kept.
We're already winning.
Yo, that'll be dope. Have it like Avatar, like a big spirit turtle, and you have to feed that every day to get points.
I will be writing a thread that
Bro, yes.
is exclusive to tortoises. They are excluding torti. There will be a thread written about this.
Yo, I got an awesome idea of how Monolith X would be. Like, what if LeBron won and they got some new artifact shoes and he's going to be rocking that in the end? And that's like free advertisement. Everybody's like, yo, what is this? Well, we're just finding out too. We just saw it on TV, like, oh shit, it's artifact. When is it coming out? Advertisement, easy. I don't know. I'm thinking out of my ass. It's not gonna happen.
I don't know shit about advertisement.
Lakers in 5.
Wait, who are they playing now? Vonso, what's up, man?
Nuggets.
Who are the Nuggets, dude? Did you see what the D-Gods did, bro? They photoshopped the D-God logo on the dude's sweater, bro. Like, who's good at Photoshop? We're gonna just start photoshopping Bad Take onto shit. Come on, guys, volunteer, shoot me a message. We'll Photoshop artifact shoes on celebrities. We'll go back to the roots. We'll Photoshop Bad Take on random shit. Because if the D-Gods can do it, then we can do it. That's the motto.
Facts.
All right, let's go to Von Sulfuro this time. I want to interrupt him this time.
So, just coming back with some more tortoise knowledge. Bro, did you know your tortoise is an endangered species and it can live up to 80 years?
Did you search spirit desert tortoise or spirit sulcata tortoise?
I'm not gonna answer that, but I did find out the truth. It is just a desert tortoise, not a spirit desert tortoise. But no, I'm not gonna confirm or deny that I did search that. But bro, 80 years, dude. Like your tortoise is literally gonna basically like grow old with you.
Bro, he is already old. He's been here for at least 20. I think they got him when he was already of age, and they lived here for 20 years. Then I bought the property from him, and he's been with me for 3 years. So he's at minimum at like 25 to 30.
So are you gonna buy like another tortoise so like they can make tortoise love and have like tortoise babies?
No, oh dude, on a serious note, that's actually what happens with these tortoises is people do that. They think, oh, they're lonely, they need a mate. These things can push out 100 eggs a year, bro. 100 tortoise babies a year. So you end up with way too many tortoises and not enough homes for them. So we have like a shelter here in Ramona, California, with hundreds of tortoises with no homes, and they're like on the internet trying to find people to take tortoises, right? Because they're not. It's like they're overcrowded. Like there's too many people who thought that it would be cool to breed tortoises until it comes time to take care of 100 baby tortoises. They don't breed like dogs, bro. Like a couple of puppies, it's 100 eggs a time, dude.
Well, saying that, like, I feel like you and your girl's destiny is not to have kids, but just have 100 tortoises at your house, just living under you.
Bro, it would only take a few years and we'd have 300. Like it's no joke. These things like breed, and then they told me like the rescue said, please do not breed any tortoises. California's got too many of them, and they need homes. And then
I thought they were endangered.
yeah, he might be looking up the wrong kind. I have a sulcata. Sulcatas are pretty common, like a sulcata desert tortoise.
Wait, how do you spell that? I need to. This is important information. You didn't even tell me last time. How do you spell that?
Sulcata, Sulcata. And
All right, I'll be back. You can go to Tevi from now on.
who do we got? I'm not going to get too graphic. Dude, I even asked if anybody wants to adopt a big desert tortoise or even little baby desert tortoises, I will send you the shelter, like the tortoise sanctuary here in Ramona. They are looking for homes, and they're awesome. You just feed them and give them water, and they don't take a lot of care at all. But here's the issue: you don't want to put them with like I can't put a female tortoise in there, dude, because they don't. I mean, okay, here, how do I say this? Males are like in heat all year long. He would never stop harassing her, and then the males actually end up injuring the female, so you can't keep them together. Yeah, so I even asked, was like, do you think he needs a friend in there? And she's like, well, they don't get along with other males, and you can't put a female in there because they'll have 100 babies a year, and he'd hurt her. So yeah, we need adoptions. What's up, Tevi?
No, I was gonna say two things. One, before I get to the tortoise story comment, is I'm actually surprised that you didn't shill the Discord earlier in that space with the bat cows. But I was proud of you for like holding that back. I'm sure it took a lot to not shill the Discord, but then you did it here earlier, so that's cool. So good job on that. Or maybe you did before I jumped on the space. So who knows? But as far as the Flash thing, I was thinking that when Bad Take gets like super massive and like full on onboarding and mass adoption happens, then you could actually have Bad Take Tortoise and all the descendants of Flash, and each member gets a little tortoise. So something to think about. Like, I mean, Flash is gonna be around for a while, right? So, you might not want to give him a girlfriend right now, but as this whole thing grows, eventually you could allow him to have a girlfriend for a day or two, get some babies, and then you can send the babies out to each bat take person. Just an idea.
I don't want a tortoise. I already have to deal with geese. I'm not here for that, man.
I have geese
I
too.
don't need
I have
extra
geese too, but
problems.
they're not mine. They're actually just
No. I don't have these geese. These geese have themselves, and they have a fine that comes with them when my dog chews them up. So I don't want to be involved with any sort of undomesticated, unruly animals, especially not geese. The tortoise is probably cute, uh, but it will die here.
Hold up here. Oh my God. Guys, I can give you all tortoises, but I tell you, I'm not breeding them. You guys can adopt them. Tevi, you meant tortoises on the blockchain. That's what you want. Tevi has a thing with like reptiles on the blockchain. Like he did his dinos, whatever they were called. Now he wants like
you gotta bring that back. Oh man. I'm gonna send you another one. I feel like you need one in your life. You can have it as like your high conviction play posts. Like we can copy pasta that. We still haven't done that. But anyways, I do love
send.
reptiles. So eventually, like I'm gonna be like Pompisha. I'm gonna have a reptile clone because I think they look pretty amazing. Um, but yeah, I would love. You know what? If they have an animus tortoise, I will definitely go for that. Like real talk, like that would be
I'll
epic.
be selling some of my children to my close friends. We'll be swapping children. So like Compound, I'll take one of his kids. Dre, Tevi, we'll all swap kids and raise them. So we'll be all right.
If somebody walked in right now and heard that, this would be such a bad take.
Tevi, Anya just said in a group chat that I know. Can you help her out? She would love a dino. She said she wants a tortoise and a dino.
Ooh, I get you, Anya. I get you.
Von Solington. Yo.
Yo. So, after correcting some data that you told me, I have some good news and some pretty valuable information to what you just said. So, first off, your tortoise can actually live up to 100 years, bro. So that's 20 extra years than what you would have gotten with the desert tortoise. So that's a plus and a bonus right there. I heard you just mentioning how the Sulcata tortoise don't get along with other tortoise. Well, I have the reason why right here. Well, apparently they're actually very highly social and they enjoy spending time with other tortoise, but they just become territorial when they get old. So I think you just have a very old tortoise. He's probably like in
Our
his
boy
grumpy
turned French on us.
No, I don't. I think it's just like a
French.
grumpy old man. That's like they're very similar to us then, right? Like you get older and grumpy and stuck in your ways, and I think that's what Flash might experience at some point here. But anyway, keep going, Vonsel. This is very informative.
Well, I didn't mean to call any like yeah, like I'm talking about tortoise right now, Tevi. I promise I wasn't calling no shots at nobody. This is just tortoise facts, but yeah, maybe I should just stop these tortoise
No,
facts.
this is great. I'm enjoying this. Let's go. This is so random, but this is why it's great. Keep going. Keep going.
This is a utility in Web3. You guys say Web3 has no utility. You literally never know when you're going to meet a smart Canadian dude who can give you facts about tortoise. You know what I'm saying? CloneX.
I'm just typing this shit on ChatGPT and it's just giving me a bunch of facts.
Guys, I fully rotated out of ChatGPT into Bard. It's just better. It just performs better. I'm going to be honest with you.
Is that the Google one?
Oh my.
Microsoft, right? Or Google?
Yeah, it's free too. It's just built different, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now. Ask it some artifact questions. It has full access to the web. Ask for artifact alpha from Bard and let us know what it says. The days of speculating are over. If anybody's listening, go to Bard and type in if there was like any correlation between Artifact and Sony, or if Artifact's working on what Project Animus is. Just ask it like these questions, and it'll search the web and find everything it can. on Project Animus.
How do you spell? Is it Bart, B-A-R-T, or B-A-R-D?
Bravo, Alpha, Romeo.
D. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Microsoft also has an AI I've been hearing about.
Is it just not built like Bard though, or is it built like Bard?
Maybe it's actually
Didn't they
Google.
help fund
I don't know. Maybe it
ChatGPT?
is Bard. I don't
See,
know. Somebody was telling me
we
about
need
it
to
anyway.
sign up Bart and just like do a whole bunch of copy pasta. That way, when you search up information, it's just all the wrong information on Animus, on Artifact. Like, what is Artifact? And then like just post up some Adidas shoes.
Dude, how the heck is AI supposed to determine whether it's real or not? Like, how does AI fact check itself? If it is like the elite intelligence, how is it fact checking? Because it could tell me some crazy shit. Who knows? And who knows? Everything I heard from Bard about Artifact might be an absolute lie.
Yo,
But
remember when they said Ebola could cause like these zombies? Remember that? Bro, that was like copy pasta in real life, you know? Like you got these people thinking that you take these bath salts and all of a sudden you're like zombies. Bro, who thought that was real?
Yo,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie. I was a kid and I remember seeing that shit in the newspaper, and I was just like, God damn, bro, it's apocalypse already, and I'm just fucking 15. I haven't even been able to like drink my first beer. I was dead ass like telling everybody like, damn, it's the zombie apocalypse over fucking bath salt. I was that dumbass.
I'm convinced Subscribe ate bath salts at that time frame. What'd you find, Zonso? You had your hand up?
Yeah, just wanted to let everyone know I tried Bard, and first thing that comes up is Bard isn't currently supported in your country, so stay tuned. So just like everything else, as a Canadian, I don't get to experience it.
Yo, I heard you can buy the stocks though. So if you buy like Microsoft or like, Google, like that's available for you guys.
Why the fuck am I gonna buy the stock if it's not even if the fucking tool isn't available for me to use?
That's why I should buy Nike, because there's a Nike store in every major city, and it pumps my bags. So just buy Nike.
Have you tried?
I guess you
Just do
can
it.
short it. Shorting is a option as well.
No, you don't short Nike. You short yourself.
Have you told Bard that you're a U.S. citizen? Like maybe it won't fact check you. Just let it say, "Hey, man, I'm a U.S. citizen." See what it says.
I said that, but I accidentally put A at the end, and it caught my ass.
Oh, so close. Not this time, Canadian. Got you this time. Is that what it said?
Said holy.
Can we have someone like a citizen from the U.S. Ask Bard some things and then let us know what it says?
I just did. I asked it about
The,
Artifact, and man, it popped out a lot in a short amount of time.
Tevi, as my American friend, can you ask what I was gonna ask since I don't
Oh
have
yeah,
the same rights as
yeah.
you?
What do you want
I was gonna put what does the toes of the artifact founders look like?
to artifact founders look like?
where people say the U.S. ain't got no rights and we aren't a free country, but we have the right to access Bard and to us. That's what we do have the
Oh my
right.
god. Okay, so I asked it, and it said, "This is for you, Vansel." Okay, I did not have the information about the appearance of the toes of the artifact founders. I am a large language model, also known as conversational AI or chatbot, trained to be informative and comprehensive. I am trained on a massive amount of text data, and I am able to communicate and generate human like text and responses to a wide range of prompts. However, I'm not able to generate content that is not publicly known. So I guess the founders do not have pictures of their toes out floating around. So unless you are a girlfriend wifey and or secret lover, I guess you will not get that information. So
That's bullish. I'm
Hey, yo,
bullish off that
that's the goal.
information, to be honest.
That's
It
bullish. Hey, Tevi,
for the month.
can you ask it something?
For the month, that's the goal. We're getting the founders' feet pics on Twitter.
Welcome back, Dre. I've let everything go completely unhinged. It does say host under my name, and I'm not doing that very well. Tevi, can you ask it something else? Can you say instead of having it call itself a large language model, can you tell it to start using the word thick? Like I'm a thick language model. Just say from here.
I'm not typing that. You can do it. You're in the US too. So
From
have
here
fun
on,
with that.
a thick language
I,
model.
th- I think we all know that's the least of the worries of anyone that they've searched or told a machine to refer to itself as thick. I think that's the least of our worries.
I think it's just more appropriate. You know what I mean?
Can you ask it what its pronouns
Never
are?
search how to get free testnet ETH. It will take you to places you don't want to be. Okay.
Tevi, paste in the Animus contract address into Bard, and then tell us what functions are available in the contract. Like it can read contracts too, dude. It's great. You just need the contract.
Yeah, I just need the contract, which I don't have that.
All right, never mind. I got this.
Yeah.
You just got to go right into Animus Egg, and then it's right there.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that. I'm gonna use this. This is cool.
No, whoa. Tevi and Dre faded AI when I first told them about it. Now they're on the other side. We're gonna go on a one-on-one real quick. Terry, let's go for a walk real quick. Come on over here.
Interlock your fingers.
Lock our
I'm actually
fingers.
gonna ask about, what's your real name, Compound? Let's give me that real quick.
It's compact.
All right.
He said that shit's so
I
serious
know.
too. Like a fucking police officer was asking for his ID.
Oh man, that was good.
Social security, please.
I thought he was gonna go for it, right? If I kept like a straight face and a solid tone, he was just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, sure. Here's my name." I'll just wait till we meet in real life. That will happen, and then I'll put you into Bard and get all the good information. But anyway,
It's compact. Are
My
you going
name's
to
Carl.
anybody going to Vegas? Anybody going to the Azuki situation?
Nah, bro, I have CloneX tatted on my forehead, so you know what I represent.
I'll be there with a knife in my mouth.
Yo. Oh my god. Ilan's not going.
I thought Elon was going.
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
Yo, Ilan.
Fucking right. What's up?
You're gonna go?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, then I might just have to pull up just to say what's up to you.
Yeah, man.
Because
Definitely
my
pull
friend
up.
put me down, and I was like, should I go? And I was like, all right, if other people go, I'll go. So yeah.
My wallet and said you should be able to get in with this. That's all right.
I need my security guard Dre with me.
He said he didn't want to go, but I'm gonna talk him into it.
I'm there, dude.
Oh yes, sir.
It's an Azuki party, bro. You don't need security there.
I'm there, dude.
I don't know, dude. The last Suzuki event, they stole the skateboard, bro.
Did they?
Skateboard, bro. How fucked up is that?
The gold skateboard?
No, it was like a different skateboard, not the gold one.
Yeah, that was at LA. I saw the dude steal it, and I was like, "Come on, man!" That was at the garden party in LA last year.
Did
Yo,
anyone
we
stop
were
him?
in no, dude.
No. I mean, like I sat there and watched him like stuff it down his pants, and I was like, bro.
Oh, like
man,
he stole it like that?
That's a
yeah,
real steal
dude.
right there. That's a real thievery right there.
Wow.
He posted
real.
That's a wallet drainer IRL.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And I was, I was vibing. I was sitting there talking to two girls, and it was I mean, like, I saw him. I mean, he wasn't across the room. He was close enough for me to say something, but I was just like, man, if you're gonna fucking, that's on you, you know, that's your fucking karma right there. But the fucked up thing is, like, people stole all kinds of shit from that party. There were a bunch of masks, like Azuki trait masks, sloths and fucking pandas and all that shit, all hanging out everywhere. I think there was like a Zanbato sword. Like, people just fucking ran out of that bitch with shit.
That's crazy.
Dude, I don't know, bro. What? They just stole everything?
Yeah, dude. And then the team kind of had to come back and be like, those like props weren't like tchotchkes. They weren't freebies. One of the one, she's not with us anymore, but she was one of the mods, I think, and like one of her artist friends like made all the masks, like handmade all the masks. And I don't know if she like paper mache them or whatever, but yeah, she was like, guys, like my friend made all those, like handmade those, and those were not freebies.
Crazy.
But yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yoink! Yo, let me ask you this: did y'all go through a lot of capitulation during that time, or like have y'all had that? I know we had the Zagabod FUD, right? So, have you went through this type of sentiment where a lot of people left, like here, like what we going through now?
I mean, yeah, like the ZFUD was definitely a moment in time where, you know, I guess it's really hard to say because like whales sort of stuck around and sort of delevered, I guess, like sold some. I certainly did. I sold 2 into that. I had, I think, 6 at the time. Yeah, so I sold 2 into that. That's when I bought one of my clones, because that was like, okay, I can't have this heavy a bag in one project. And so yeah, I sold 2 and obviously have since bought back. But yeah, I mean, I think man, it was one of those things that it definitely separated the believers from the speculators, because the speculators saw their bags just like get cut in half and then some in a matter of hours, and so they were just like, fuck this shit, we're out. And so as far as that goes, yeah, it was bad. Like, it was fucking scary. It was existential. And I think that afterwards it was like the whole fucking community just piled on. So I think, as far as the core community at Azuki, like, it was, everyone just like took cover, right? Like, everyone just took cover in the garden, and then it was sort of, it turned into the FUD Fighters thing. It was like, okay, we got to get, as a community, we got to get like the real fucking information out there, like, not through the Andrew Yang thing or whatever. And then people were saying he was pretending to be a girl and all that shit. Is like, okay, we got to like take all of the fucking true factual shit and push it out to anybody who wants to hear it. And if like either they're open to like listening to the fact of the matter, or they're just fudders and who gives a fuck. So yeah, some definite corollaries there. I mean, I think that when artifact shit started hitting the fan, I didn't bat an eye. I was like, yeah, no, I've been through this shit, and I believe in the artifact team. I believe more importantly in like the community and the people, like the creators in particular, because I made fucking real bonds with these motherfuckers during Monolith 1, and it was like, those were inseparable. I wasn't going to walk away from that, because they were like, they defined my journey and my existence in Web3. And it's like, that's not something you turn your back on. And they all stuck around. And so, I wasn't going to jump ship in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I consider like top rack alts. Like a handful that I can't remember off the top of my head. But those people, I mean,
That's
like
so true though. What you're
yeah,
saying, like we were so die hard. The second they dropped us the monolith, we were all like, "Oh, it's the craziest thing in the world," and we were pumping clones. Like we went straight to like 25 ETH because that's whenever I got in. Right before that drop, I got in. Like the floor was around like 5 or 6. We go straight to 25, bro. They dropped this thing on us. It was like freaking like goes to 11 ETH to the monolith. It was freaking crazy, bro. And we were like loving the whole Web3 experience because everybody is hyped, like everybody's like, this is the next thing. And bro, and it's crazy to be here even today, even talking about that because that's so true.
So you think we at the end of the
We're
road,
so early.
Boys to Men style? You know what I mean?
man. So yes, like the short answer, yes. I think that the market circumstances are way different. I mean, I think that's why we saw Azuki bounce back pretty solidly. Like it didn't bounce back to all-time highs or anything like that, but it did take a little bit of time. But I think that what essentially happened, and it goes to my central thesis around what Web3 is and what essentially these projects are, especially the projects that have sort of incubated the communities that connect and connect around an idea that can't be destroyed or killed, and understand like the vision, long-term vision. So, I mean, we got them in here, right? Like, as soon as you have that kernel, like it's indestructible. And I knew, like, basically whenever the artifact bud hit, I knew that it was temporary, because this thing is indestructible. It is, it can be fine tuned, and that's like the most important part of facing adversity. And I think that that's where you sort of show your true colors, not just as a project, but as a community. You show your true colors through sticking around, fortifying those connections that you've created, and strengthening them. Strengthening them in a sort of a tangible way, that in a way that people can see, like externally they can look in and go, oh yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers are strong. And that's what, I mean, I think that as
You
we do
guys,
it.
with the Spirit DAO, even, you could talk about like the Zukis, like you guys are strong in that way that you could say CloneX, if we had something like that somebody's just like plowing the way, creating like we could find the liquidity, and communities will pump, any community, like if it be Animist, CloneX, or Demons, or whatever it is, like you just have to make the story concrete and people believe it and they're behind you, and the wave just starts coming in. People just trust you.
Yo,
Yeah,
flip.
people want to be a part of something cool and something that's larger than themselves. And I think that that's what, these projects give us the opportunity to do. And that is to, be a part of the creation of culture, to be a part of the creation of the next wave of innovation. And I think that that's what Artifact has in spades, because they had this like little kernel of culture at the beginning because of the roots of the founders, But I think that like the broader community certainly needed to water that, to fertilize that, to let it sprout, and then propagate it, right? Like, and that's sort of the whole point of a community is the propagation of that kernel of the thing that everyone sees but can't really put their finger on.
Yeah, I agree with you. The second you have like characters, people get to know each other and real players, like that's it. You follow them. You know, it could be on YouTube. You see people streaming. It could be on Discord. You create a culture. You know, you create a group, and people just follow you day in day out, and they want to see you creating. They want to see you winning. They want to see who you're going to collaborate with next. You know, and that's it. They just have a following. They have that culture, and like something that I always come up and I bring in is like, yo, Dre, like I might become a sneakerhead, and it's all because of you. You know, like this group. You know, I didn't even think about like being an artifact. Like the sneaker was anything. You know, I didn't think that was the utility. I was kind of bashing on it, honestly. But then I come in this group. I'm like, dude, I have the coolest kicks. I literally have the future. Like I could be part of that, you know? I'm just letting it go right by me because I'm not noticing it. But if I open my ears and I see the players, you know, like bad take, I'm coming in and like, oh, you know, like you guys are like I'm giving you the alpha, it's the shoes, and we're just like ha ha ha, we're just letting it go. You know, not financial advice, but like yo, it's true, you know. Like today, I open up my artifact box and I pull out a hat. You know, I got a demon hat, and I'm like showing it off to people, my friends, and I'm like, oh my god, I got a CloneX shirt, and I could be my clone. I could look like my clone because my clone has a CloneX shirt. I don't know if like, you know, like it's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
I think I mean, and you're putting your finger on the pulse right there, because and this is something that I saw in Artifact pretty early on, and it's become sort of more and more clear sort of as the project has evolved, and that is its internal diversity. Because if there's anything that sort of biomimicry teaches us, or the wisdom of nature teaches us, it is that the more diverse ecosystems are, the more resilient they are. And the point of having that sort of diversity, even in the architecture of the project itself, like the bones of the thing are very diverse, because people gravitate to Artifact from a lot of different sort of avenues. We've talked about this quite a bit, and you know, that was something that I sort of saw, because you know, we had the PFPs and we had the sort of the metaverse play, and they obviously were very tech focused, gamer centric founders and entrepreneurs. But then you know, what was brought to the fore was the diversity of individuals that had a passion for this project and that could sort of get together and create. And so the creators started building, and this wasn't just like pocketed in, you know, a studio in LA, or it wasn't just pocketed in a loft in New York. Like this was world fucking wide, and everyone like, so I studied flow too, and what's crazy about flow is you can get in flow as an individual, and you will sort of have peak performance for yourself as an individual. But there's such a thing as group flow. And essentially, you think about uh, like a group of individuals. I think about the skaters of Dogtown, right? Like there were a group of individuals who skated their fucking brains out, and they pushed the boundaries of a sport because they all got together and pushed one another. And so each one got in flow, and that's how you get this sort of moonshot of innovation and creation. And I mean, you can see it in sport quite a bit. whenever you have sort of a healthy competition between individuals that are friends, and when you sort of get in that group flow, you see something that you never thought possible. And I saw a lot of that in Artifact and the creators, because they were all trying to sort of one up each other, and what they were creating was fucking insane. Like, you're just like, oh, you're just some like kid on the other side of the world, like fucking around on the computer with your friends, and like this is like your output. I mean, it was like, it totally blew my
Yeah,
mind.
bro. Bullish, and we're so early. Like, just on that, we have these vibes. These vibes are so freaking early, and these are the memories you tell people about, or like relive, and this keeps on going.
Let me ask you this, Ellen, because you're the second person that I spoke to that out of nowhere brought up studying flow and how to get into it and how to tap into it in a natural way. And whenever that happens in my life, I know that's for a reason. I know it's, universe is talking to me. So what have you studied? What have you seen? Like, if you can point me in the right direction to which you discovered, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can give you definitely some distilled nuggets into tapping into the flow state. So flow is basically just optimal performance. So you sort of, to me, it's like riding the razor's edge between like order and chaos. And it's pure decision making. Like, it's doing without thinking. And it's sort of something that I first tapped into whenever I started like surfing waves that were bigger than me, like waves that if you fall, like, you're fucked. And so not like big wave surfing, not like you see on TV, but it was definitely pushing the boundaries of what I was capable of. And I got into a lot of situations that, had I made the wrong decision, had I not been in flow, like, I could have been really, really fucked. And so I think when you feel that, I mean, surfers call it stoke. You get surf stoke. And when you come out of waves that you get in flow on, I mean, and it's an easy thing to tap in the water too, like whenever you're surfing waves in the ocean, but just because of the resonance out there. But yeah, whenever I got out of the water, I was like, what was that? Like, what? I need to know more about that. Whatever the fuck that was, I need to like figure it out. And I came to find out, like, there's Mikhail Chetmihai wrote a book about it. And that's whenever I started sort of trying to figure out how to tap into it, like how you can access it sort of at will. And, there have been a lot of peak performance, studies, a lot of neurobiology studies, a lot of sort of vagus nerve stimulation studies that sort of have backed up, like a lot of science has backed up the original sort of anecdotal data around flow. And it's gotten to be, definitely gotten to be like an area of deep study in science. And there's a lot of, people that are in sort of extreme sports that have utilized the flow dynamic and group flow to push that sport or to push their relative sports. And so, yeah, so I will send you some good stuff. I'll just DM you. And there's definitely like some very like in the weed shit, but there's also some very sort of approachable, easily digestible shit from like podcasts and very like easy to read sort of books and whatnot. But then you can go into like the real hard science of it too, if something like piques your interest about it. But I mean, you're on that vibration already from sort of like how I understand how you sort of approach life, and your habits and so forth are pretty conducive to being able to tap into what flow is, because it is very much more than just like it's more than just like a thing that you do while you're like skateboarding or snowboarding or whatever, surfing. It's a state of mind. It's definitely a way of being.
100%. I was gonna say that. I feel like you know how you just innately know things. This is something that. Well, let me preface that by saying this. When I grew up in a black household, it was never defined or definitive terms that you used to describe how you feel, right? Like if you were down or what we call depressed or anything like that, it was just like, oh man, I don't feel good. And the resolution was like, yo, go lay down. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm clinically depressed up in this bitch. I need to see some help or whatever, right? That's just the culture for a lot of stereotypical black households. And I say that to say a lot of these things that I experience in life, unless I've already done the work to understand them, I don't have a label to put upon them. So flow state is one of those things because I know I feel it when I'm speaking. Like I just know it's a certain type of feeling that you have that's similar to meditation. It's just this type of zen. It's just you just like you said, you flow. And that's exactly what I feel when I'm speaking. Like I don't think about my next word. I connect, and my words flow through me, to me and through me, and I just release them. And that's the thing about it. You can't hold on to anything too tight or think about it too much, because then it'll overcome you, and you'll succumb to the thought of it, instead of just flowing with it. And that's what it is for me.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like more so than a lot of the extreme sports that I used to do, tap into the flow state when I'm writing. So I just allow the words to find themselves on the page. I think I do without thinking, and it could be something very simple like speaking or writing or something along those lines where you tap into that flow state for sure.
You got deep again on your ass compound. You wasn't paying attention. You should have been eating dinner, man. Should have been jumping in here talking about tortoises and toes.
Dude, there's nothing I could do, bro. You guys just go after it, and I'm just stuck. No, I wanted to answer a question that started this. Like, do we think we're out of the FUD? Nah, Dre, we're gonna have some more FUD. We're gonna get some more FUD. We need a little bit more FUD. What are we FUDing though? Let us know in the comments below when you retweet this space. We'll get some FUD started. Nah, I'm playing, dude. I think we're out of the shit, but even if we were going back into the shit, we've built a community strong enough to go right back on attack, man. We'll get even stronger. We'll get the FUD fighters and Seed and all his homies back in action. I think people have learned like everything they said was wrong, and then like clones really aren't that fun to fuck with. Like they're not that easy to get over on. They actually clap back, so maybe I probably shouldn't fuck with them. And everything I said about them anyways was wrong, so I just look a little silly now.
Yeah, I think that's
people
definitely part of like what attacks do to well functioning organisms is the organism itself creates its antibiotics or whatever. It creates its it's like anti-attack vectors or whatever. And once you have to go through it, right? Like you have to go through it for those to mature. And I think that to your point, Comp, it's like we have a very, or not a very, but a much more mature organism that once these things potentially arise, we know how to fucking quash that shit. We know how to deal with it.
I think the only
before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, the only thing I would add to that too is like, I think whether it's in NFT space or the finance space, like the stock market or whatnot, right? Like FUD only happens or can only happen in a vacuum. So in the absence of data, I think once you get clarity, like essentially what we're getting right now, right, which is Nike does care about artifacts and all these things that, like, it's really easy to push any kind of narrative out there, um, whether it's on a timeline or articles or whatever it might be. It sells, and the more dramatic, the more out there it is, the easier it is for people to get behind and push and build up. But that can only exist again in a vacuum until the actual data, reality, and truth comes out. And after that, there's really nothing that you can, at that point, it's no longer speculations or my thought or your thought. It's now you're straight up lying, right? And nobody wants to be that liar, or most people at least don't want to be the liar, and therefore FUD dissipates. And I think at this point, it's really hard to try to FUD based on the same narrative. So I would say that, yes, I think we're out of everything that was being FUDded has been addressed, and you can't FUD that anymore. So it would need to be something new, or something that's either self-inflicted or some new narrative. But at this point, you got to be pretty damn creative to try to come up with something, right? And so that's where
You'd be surprised, Tabby.
Oh no, I know people will try, right? But I don't think it's gonna get the same traction as it
Oh
did,
yeah,
right? And that's
yeah,
really what
straight.
I'm getting at is, oh yeah, people will. I mean, and you see it every now and then, like somebody will say something out of pocket and try to run with it, but it's like, yeah, you're okay. Well, good luck with that. And most people that know and have been around understand and know what's real or not. But not.
Yeah, it's sort of like to your point. People will absolutely 100% rehash old narratives, just either because they're sort of intentionally engagement farming, or they haven't been paying attention, like you said. And yeah, it is up to sort of the hive mind of the space to politely point them to the correct information and tap them on the forehead and be like, "You'll be okay," and then we're all moving along.
Yeah, I guess I know Compound said something about, like the next wave will be even more interesting, right? From the standpoint that I don't even know like how he put it, but, and maybe you can jump in here and say it yourself, but I thought that was interesting. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess if it does it, it comes. But, at this point, I would say that it's not really going to affect like people who have been here day in and day out. If nothing else, most of us, so actually I'll just speak for myself. I'm like, there's still stuff I'm trying to acquire in the ecosystem, right? Like there's so if this helps the floor stay lower and helps me get what I need, or I should not need, what I want to acquire for the long-term vision that I have for myself and how I see all this playing out. Because I do believe blockchain is the future. I do believe that there is a path for a new way of doing business, and I do believe that Artifact and Nike are leading the way for the retail space. Um, and I do believe that 10 years from now, when we're looking back and you have your clone and you realize like all of the access this is actually giving you, you're going to look back at these prices because they're not, I would go out on a limb and say what you're paying for your clones today, it will be worth way more than that in the future. And if it's not, the shoes, the apparels, all that stuff, and this is what I truly believe, it's not financial advice, but all of the stuff that you're able to get access to today and that you will in the future, most people will not have access to that, right? And they'll be coming to you. So you can choose to make a business plan around it, or you can sit here and FUD all day. I'm like, you know what? Please FUD away. Let me get my stuff, and we'll talk again in 5-10 years.
Yo, Teddy loves giving financial advice by following it up with not financial advice.
That what y'all do?
No,
this
I'm telling
is
you,
not financial advice.
Listen to
I'm telling
this.
you what
He
I'm
said,
doing and how I'm running my stuff, right? Like I'm putting it out there, take it as an input, do what with it what you will, but don't come to me later on and say, well, Tebby said I should buy all the clone DNAs because I can get all the shoes at a straight straight price, and it didn't work out. I'm like, well, I thought it through. I know how to recover. Did you? Don't listen to me. But also,
Even though you say not financial advice, when I plan on suing you for me going to zero, I'm gonna say, yo, he told me to do it.
He said
He told me. That's why I did it.
I just
he
want to.
said not financial advice, but if you buy a clone now, it most likely will be worth more money later on. And if it's not, the stuff you get from the clone will make up the difference of the money that you need to make up.
See,
That's what I'm
what
saying.
I'm
Not financial
what I'm
advice, though.
providing you is perspective, not financial advice. I'm giving you perspective. Go to my channel. That's what we talk about. It's all about perspective. This is what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You can
Well,
you can
I
listen or
bought my
not.
most recent clone based off Tevi's financial advice, so
But this conversation it segues into us having that spaces earlier, man, which was super dope. Sitting in that room with 100+ people talking about the understanding of what's happening here in our ecosystem in our community. Like, it's fire to inject ourselves into situations like that where people are genuinely curious and we can help navigate throughout this journey and give our perspective and not financial advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope.
For sure.
yo,
And Compa, let me
can
just quick say this, and then you can go. But what I was gonna say, right, is like again, when we think about timelines and how things work out, right? We've been for the past 6 months or so, we've been talking about the Nike dot swoosh and this and that, and how it will allow to onboard more people. And for a while there, it was like hopium, and people were like, "Is that really gonna happen? Is that really gonna happen?" Blah blah blah. Nike doesn't like us. All that nonsense, right? The reality is, you're seeing it play out in real time right now. Like a lot of people that are joining this space today are finding their way here through that swoosh, right? So you're starting to see what was previously just vision and speculation and looking far, far out in the future turn into reality as the space moves forward. And now it's no longer, what the 5-year plan was. It's now, that time frame is moving up. Like we're moving along the timeline and seeing some of that stuff come to fruition. So again, not going to give you financial advice, but I'll definitely give you some perspective because I look long term, and I know a lot of people in here think long term. And if you approach it from that same point of view and think about what could be based on the data that you have today and what's out there, you'll be just fine. But, you know, you do you, boo boo. I know what I'm doing.
if
Not financial advice.
if anybody buys anything based on that financial advice, Tevi, can you drop your YouTube link in the comments so they know who and where to contact when the lawyers come run? Do not contact Bad Take. Check this out, though. I will say that all those months of telling everybody that Nike's got athletes and just wait till LeBron wears these shoes, I was capping the whole fucking time. I had no idea if LeBron was going to wear those shoes. It was all hopium, and I had zero idea. But guess what? When he did do it, I said, I fucking told you guys. I fucking said it. I've been saying this, right? Just like all y'all were capping too. But hey, it worked out. When you just feel something might come, you just kind of feel it. It just kind of ends up working out. You know what I'm saying? When you put it out into the universe, right, Dre?
That's right.
No, just wait. Just wait till LeBron rocks these, bro. Just wait.
But we said specifically, wait till LeBron rocks these in the tunnel. And my man rocked them in the tunnel. That's exactly how it works. You got to put it out there just like that. You got to be direct and you let it go and you let it flow.
Not even the founders knew he was going to rock that shit. Nobody knew, right? But you best believe I heard all UMFers. I was right there with you saying, just wait till he does, though. Just wait till he does. I had no idea when. I was just skilling.
I'm calling the Kardashians for the Murakami drips. Not next, but it's gonna happen soon. One of them, whoever got the Kardashian at the end of their name is gonna wear them shit.
See,
Maybe Kendall.
I'm not. That would be cool, but I'm not even looking at that. I'm just strictly looking at technology and where the world is moving. Blockchain is the way. They have chips in their shoes, and they're on the blockchain. I think just yesterday, I think I posted an article about the financial system. Just I think it's J.P. Morgan, Microsoft, all them folks came out and said, you know what? Yeah, financial system on the blockchain makes sense. That we gain new products, all these things. So again, if you step out of Twitter land and look broader at what the world is doing, and then come back to what Nike and Artifact are putting out, man, if you're not bullish, then I don't understand what you're doing.
That's why I think about culture so much, because that's where my spirit lies. I'm fully immersed. I'm fully immersed in the understanding and utilization of culture, because that's ultimately what shapes this reality. When you think about it from a macro point of view, when you think about it from a micro point of view, like an individualistic point of view, what shapes this reality is the frequency of energy and or love, right? That's one thing that ties us all together, no matter your race, your ethnicity, your creed, your color, is that energy of that specific thing. So, and that is the foundation of what culture is having some type of interest and or love or passion for a specific thing, like Ilan said, and is made up of individuals who come from different backgrounds and have different perspectives. That gives it its celerity and holds it in. Like that's why I speak about culture so much, because before we got ran when we didn't come together as a community. When people came over here and talking shit, you would start believing the shit they talking. Like, oh yeah, maybe Nike not fucking with us for real, man. This shit might go to zero. It's looking real bad. It's stinking in this motherfucker. We need to do something. But when we come together as a unit, it's like, nah, bro. You're not gonna sway me to believe that shit, because I don't think that's the truth. I can tell what the truth is. You just pushing your narrative on me, trying to get me to feel the way that you feel, and that's not gonna happen here. So that's why culture is so important, and that's why I'm such a advocate for it, because it's about getting people. We got a hodgepodge group of people making this shit work, and this is what this is all about, man. And I love it.
Yeah, dude, and the the culture itself is our shared story. And if you have a shared story that you can fall back on when people try to pump false narratives or come at you with words that don't emanate from the culture that you're co-creating, you know that it's fucking bullshit, because it's like, no, that's not actually it, because this culture that we created, I helped co-create, and it is the story that's embedded in our DNA. So you can't try to convince me otherwise. And I think that over and above that, I think that whenever you hit a snag like we hit, like the sort of infallibility becomes a little bit more real, and because you're able to say, okay, like this isn't a perfect thing. Like, these founders aren't perfect individuals. Like, missteps will be made, and that's okay. And that's like part of growth. That's part of this journey that we're on. Like, no one is going to to execute perfectly in every aspect, and you have to be willing and able to forgive people who don't live up to your expectations, no matter how wild those expectations are, but also to keep your eye out for how they grow from that. Like, how do people around you react and grow from an unintentional misstep? And I think that, like, so many people try to superimpose on those that are really trying their best and just have a misstep, make a mistake, that they've done it sort of intentionally to harm, or they've done it maliciously. And it's like, I think that's kind of trained by society to a large degree, and it's a byproduct of you know, rugged individualism and free market fundamentalism. But I mean, that's beside the point. I mean, the point is fundamentally that you have to, like, people make mistakes, and you have to be able to give them the space to make those mistakes, but also not just like watch and see if they course correct, but like help. You know what I mean? Like give that person, if you care about them, which we all do, we care about this project and we care about everyone in it. You have to give a little bit of yourself to the collective and help guide the future. And I think that you know, that's something that was done very sort of tentatively at first, but then whenever you know, when bad take sort of emerged from everything that happened, and we were able to commune together here and start to understand what this collective culture that we're creating is, and what it's all about, and you know, be able to give space for others to voice their concerns and have a soundboard, like a sounding board, to sort of say it's going to be okay. You know, you're going to be okay. This is all going to be okay. And how do I know? It's because we're going to make it okay together.
That's a fact. No, this is it, man. This is it. And I know, like Tevington just said, he don't care about the Kardashians wearing a shoe. I feel you on that. It's about that technical perspective of it all as well, right? And the innovation that comes along with it. I truly believe that this brand, because it's bigger than the founders, I believe this brand will be the brand that's in tune and in touch with almost every major pivot in the innovation side of this Web3 sector. Like, regardless of what it is, just to cut to the chase, I truly believe that Artifact will have, and if not Artifact, some type of subsidiary of Artifact or derivative of Artifact will have its hands in all different types of entertainment industries, whether it's movies, music, any and every type of entertainment, and they will utilize this innovation that they have and that they're breaking through in this Web3 sector to make the changes needed to make those different entertainment sectors evolve as well. Because that's the trajectory that I see happening here. It makes perfect sense to me.
I mean, you already see it, right? Like between what they're doing with Nvidia to Fortnite, and you know, having the assets being game ready for that. The fashion side of things with Nike and the different collabs, working with Rimowa, getting into like perfumes with Byredo. Um, you know, what else is out there that I'm forgetting? But you're seeing like Fewushes, right? And earlier on, but that's like painting and art. The anime inspiration with the avatars themselves and the different collection. Um, but you can go on. The point is, they are the beauty of what they're doing. Like anybody who's playing with blockchain technology and the innovations in this space, but Artifact in particular, the beauty of what they're doing is there's like their assets are built in a way that they can fit in all those verticals and be applicable, right? And so they're utilizing a base and repackaging it in different ways to allow them to be versatile. So like, yeah, when, you know, as Ilan was saying earlier, if they need to pivot, they can. And we've actually heard them say, and this is why I love hearing their interviews, right? But we've heard them say like, yeah, initially we were working on something else, but then, you know, we ended up pushing the clones out a little bit sooner because whatever. And more recently with, you know, and I know people don't like Monolith, but I think at the end of the day, and I think I said this on Conspiracy a while back, I'm like, people are gonna look back and you're gonna look at Monolith and you're gonna be quote unquote glad it happened because of everything that followed, and basically we right sized the direction that we're going in. But where I was going with it is Monolith 2, right? Like, so they rolled it out and then it was supposed to be the end of it. And we're like, what's going on? Like, we're not, what happened? And they're like, you know what? We're just going to drop X, and then that's going to bring back the experience and what this was all about, right? Because we all had assumed that it was a box in a box in a box in a box. They broke that chain, but they're able to pivot, right? So that's just another example of the pivot and what we're able to do based on what's going on. So I think it's more about not setting things in stone. And I always laugh internally, and I'm going to say it now. It's recorded, so whatever, it doesn't matter. But when people are like, "This is not Web3. This is not this, and this is not that," I'm like, "Okay, is Web3 fully defined and complete? No, we're creating it as we go, which means that you have to be able to pivot and be nimble and adjust, right? But it's all coming from a place of realizing that this is a journey, and pick your team, pick the smartest, the most talented people, and as a community, Artifact, has that in spades. You know what I mean? Like, every community has like cool things about them, but you can't deny that from a creator perspective, this is one of the most talented and diverse group of people that you can find, that are all choosing to create in this lane. So, anyways, just a little bit of my thoughts there.
No, I agree. Oh man, secretly put up a banger of a tweet.
We were talking about manifesting, and I had to put out the energy, I always love those copy pastas and stuff, but I'm like, Artifact better than Nike. Let's put it out today. Shout out.
Did people yell at you for that? Did they curse and spit?
No one engages with my tweets. I'm chilling, bro. I get like one like from my friend and call it a day.
Oh, you're safe then. You're safe. Okay, cool.
Secretly, bro. I'm secretly tweeting, bro. No.
Secretly making this happen. Von Solio, what's good, man?
Von Solio.
Holy, thank you for the spaces. It reminded me to go forge my CIRLs, and I almost forgot. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
You got a whole 2 weeks, my good friend, but I'm glad you got it on the first day. Is anybody out there who have size 14 hubbed CIRLs?
Did Gigi forget to forge?
Gigi, did you forget to forge, bro?
To unhub her shoes.
No, her
Kick her out of here.
her partner did it for her though, so it's all good.
Man, you fool me once. You know what I mean? You can't depend on that, bro. Get her out of here.
She's got it on lock. She doesn't have to worry about it.
Who else forgot to be?
Did she even get any CRLs? Gigi, you get any CRLs? Did y'all get any for the
Gigi has a whole sneaker store, right?
That's what I'm saying. Did you get any for the shop? I wonder if she in here like secretly collecting all of this data and being like, yo, get that, yo. We need 7 of those. Hey, we need 10.
Hell yeah. This is market
Bro,
research.
they probably have all the size 15.
Yes, all the size.
Oh, they probably do.
Market research, bro.
You don't realize that you're going to be buying from Gigi. You're going to be buying all your shoes from Gigi. She's been collecting all the 14s for every single pair. She's like, yeah, Dre's going to pay that money. He will pay
I swear
that
I'll block her reporter. I'm calling Elon, bro. Calling in a favor, bro. Delete this Twitter. Anybody have
him up now?
Does anybody have 14s besides me? Like, I'm really curious to know, like, if there's anyone in the group. I know Pump probably front ran me, because it's a Pump move.
On what?
On size 14, anything.
Nah, I wouldn't front run Dre. I'm scared.
I appreciate you, Pump. Sorry for talking down on you.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I would get stuck with
But
him.
if I had the opportunity to, you never know.
That was an evil laugh if I ever heard one.
He perfected that, bro. He practiced that. He know that.
You already know I'm the Green Goblin.
Von Solio, what's good? You got a pair?
Wait, so allegedly we're supposed allegedly we're supposed to get these before the Air Force Ones.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's August.
Allegedly is correct.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I can't wait to have these ice ones.
Yes, sir.
Ice and blackout.
I need a pair of ice too.
Yeah, I got the blackout too. The
Right.
blackout and ice were the must-haves.
Nah, man, the space matter. I don't know why y'all sleeping on. Who saw these in Miami? So you was in Miami. How do you even?
I know,
Yo,
I saw it, but honestly,
I
I just
woke
don't
up.
think I could rock them. Like I visually
Too
see
purple
myself
for me.
in like shoes, and I saw that, and I was just like, damn, that's too much sauce for me. I don't think I could handle that.
I
Man,
wasn't down for the price point.
I see you in them. They seem like more your personality than anything, for real. In my opinion.
Damn, bro,
In my
He doesn't.
They were
bro.
blue.
If Dre says it, then I might have to
Yo,
cop
how
a
much
pair.
is Nike paying this guy? We need to
I
clone
know, but
Dre.
I'm being dead.
Okay,
I'm being as sincere as
you
I
guys
can.
gonna wear
we
those
need to
purple
clone
shoes for
you.
real?
I mean, I thought 0.8
Now we
ETH
need
was
clones.
steep when they minted
Dre.
for that much, but then last night I woke up to pee at 3 a.m. and I checked the CIRL floor and I saw someone listed a space matter for like 0.25. I was like,
What
bet,
size though?
sure. 6.5.
Oh yeah, it's
It
not gonna work.
doesn't matter what
Oh,
size.
I mean, there's only 5,
I'm not
6.5
paying.
space matters, so
I'm not paying that money so that somebody hopefully can rock them besides me.
I mean, my mom wears that, so if someone could fit them,
Yo,
it's
Pumpisha,
on.
I just pictured Pumpisha going to the washroom, taking out his cell phone at
Yo,
3 a.m. while taking a piss, just to
I'm
check out
gonna
the
send some
CIRLs.
suggestions to the.
Yup,
Let me say
that's
washroom.
me.
No, I can't wait to get them. Those are the way that they reflect and the look, the gloss. If you want to call it, that shit was hard, man. Those were dope. And the sole, the multicolored sole, no pun intended, but that shit was crazy, man.
See, they look amazing, but man, I don't know that I could rock them, and that's why I didn't buy them. So between that and the price, right? I was
Bro,
like, you know what? They look amazing. I gotta get those. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna look at that sole. It's gonna look like
bro.
beautiful, and then I'm not gonna want to wear them. So that's why I got.
Tevington, you got those pink
He's got bright.
undefeated Air Force Ones, bro, and you wear
They're
those, and
fire
they
though.
super clean.
Those are
It's the
fire.
same.
You
It's
know
the
why?
same flavor.
You know why I got those?
It's the same
To
ingredients.
rock with my
The
alien
same
shirt.
ingredient.
It's not the same ingredient you said. Oh man,
Hey, that's too funny.
you know how many
Yo, the
comments I
ice
got
is
on the
the
pink
best
though?
pair.
Like the pink, like those undefeated.
Blackout.
Oh man, like yeah.
Those undefeated, dude,
Stone
those are super
Stone
fun.
is the best pair. Who said that?
Wait, so when is everybody buying clones again? Or when is it clone season again?
Every day
Today,
all season.
Let's go. Hey, so we really need to figure out a way to track. Today in chat, I was trying to figure out how many clones have been bought, like from Bad Take or Bad Take people, or just like on space. Like, there's been a lot of clones bought
I'm sure if you put out
through
like
this
a,
group.
if you put out like a,
We need to.
yeah, put out like a tweet, and I'm sure people will like be more than happy to come and drop a comment below and say, yeah, I put it on Bad Take.
We should have hashtagged it, dude. Like, we should have
Yeah,
had a hashtag to track them all,
we slept on
and
that.
then give Cass the numbers. Remember, he was like, "I need numbers on Bad Take," and I'm like, "I don't know how to track them." Hashtag it.
Tons. I got numbers for you. Tons. We got tons.
Lots of clones. I've bought 2 clones since being two clones since being on Bad Take.
Vince brought 2 clones in the
Vince
early
bought 2.
days. In the early days of Bad Take.
Well,
Jason
I
bought.
guess my two clones are Bad Take.
Bad
The
Take,
Bad Takes,
yeah,
yeah, like
bro.
my Drip and the Demon.
Yo, that's Bad
I
Take.
made a Bad Take clone transaction. Shout out to J Soul, Mr. J, for giving me a good price and hooking me up with a drip a few weeks ago. So yeah, I
Mr.
guess I can say
J,
how
Jerry
the
bought
family
2.
Jerry the
Bad
Human
Take.
couple.
Jerry did 2. Jace did like 6. You
Mr.
remember
J came through. Didn't Columbo
Snapback?
get one?
Who? No.
No, he already had his.
Yeah, he had us. There's been a lot, dude. That's what I was saying. Like, we should have been tracking.
I mean,
Oh,
y'all get
Columbo's was up
console to
first.
bring
Wait,
back his
wait.
clone.
Real quick.
Yeah, sorry, go
quick
Kira.
before I
Go
forget.
ahead.
Sorry. Columbo's is up for sale for 3.6. The diamond grill.
Yeah, we put it in the chat. It's a nice clone.
It is a nice clone.
It's a really nice clone.
The next clone I get is gonna be something like legendary, man. Like some type of drip or something like that. Cause I'm good with what I got right now, for real.
Would
Like,
you change your PFP if you got a drip?
I don't know if it had to be something like added to this, you know what I'm saying, or epic on this level. Like this is the only white braids VVS eyes clone out there. So this, this really embodies my flow, like Ellen and I was talking about. But I had to get some super nasty, filthy, fire shit to change it, man. Like a VVS Panda with the rainbow grill and some rainbow eyes. Like it had to be some sick shit.
I gotta shout out Bombay, bro. He is in the Discord with 3 clones. Like they're fire ass clones, and he is like actively hunting down the owners. He's posting who owns these. I need to talk to them, and they're fire ass clones. So
Now Bombay coming back?
yeah, he's got some fire lined up. Like he's looking at some good clones, dude. So I hope he gets one of them. Go check the buy sell.
That's what's up.
Dude. That would be fire.
Welcome back, Bombay.
Clone season.
No, every day is clone season. It's just not every day is not ETH season. That's a whole other conversation right there. No, you know what I mean?
But that's not financial advice, though, right?
Not at all.
Hey, dude, 1 ETH equals 1 ETH.
Just perspective.
I bought a
Just perspective.
I may or may not have bought a PSYOP token. So,
Why, Kuro? Why the fuck would you do that?
Now let's have this conversation.
No, I'm obviously fucking around, man. I'm not sending ETH to anybody's wallet but my own.
How many people have jumped into these coins, right? Because we haven't had a Pepe talk in a long time. How many people jumped into a bin or a PSYOP or whatever else, trying to just make a quick
I'm
play?
not touching none of that shit.
So anywhere, in other words, who here has less brain cells than the average person?
But I would think, tell me it's not any plays happening from doing this? Like somebody's not coming up anywhere doing this? Like even if you jump in real quick and jump out?
I think Pepe was the one, and then everyone else got hyped.
Yeah, Pepe got
I
mean, you can see, actually, I'm not even going to say anything, but I know for a fact that some people made bag on Pepe and upgraded like big time. So, that's all I'm going to say to that. So, those coins do help. They help. That's a fact. But you get
definitely didn't make a bag. I'm down from whatever the hell I put in my Pepe bags.
You held on too long.
Man, I'm still holding. I told you I fall in love with these hoes. I don't know anything else, man. I don't know what else to do. I don't, man. I can't even front, bro. Don't think I'm gonna be out here day trading at all, man. You come to my house, you live in here forever. That's just
Dre's a lover, man.
I love to love, bro. This is me. So don't come over here with no bullshit, because you never leave.
Yo, it's crazy because I've actually met Dre in real life. He's the nicest person in life. So like when I see like people like making Dre angry, it's just like, damn, y'all really fucked up for this man to be upset.
Y'all just understand, man. Like you don't know my life, man. You don't know what I've been through, man. So no, it takes me a lot for me to let go. I used to fly off the handle so much that I've learned how to navigate that and balance it out. So yeah, if it takes me a point, if you get me to a point, then it's something for real. Because I usually don't.
Compound and I were saying like Dre's like that one grandma you never see mad, and when you see mad, you're like, oh,
y'all done fucked up. Granny pissed now.
Yo, my bad. My phone fell out of my hand. What were we saying about Dre being a grandma?
Dre.
It's all good, man. You know what? I'll take it because grandmas are wise and they're the ones that everyone in the family love, and they make the best dinners and give the best hugs. So I'm with it.
Only Dre could turn that so positively, bro. Do you see that? That's looking at life optimistically. You know what I mean? Like that's how you flip something bad negatively.
Hey, that wasn't negative, bro. Grandmas are lit.
Yo, where did grandmas get those little strawberry candies that are all wrapped up in the little?
Yo, those slap, bro.
Like how it's.
Those get airdropped into their purses.
Right?
Yeah,
Just
bro.
being
You
a
have
grandma.
to.
You got a grandma token. Here go your airdrop.
Yeah, you got to be over 65 to get these little strawberry candies they put in a little bowl.
Those
Like,
are those like sun-kissed gummies and the wrappers that are mad nasty.
dude, is there like a grandma store where they just buy the stuff that I've never seen in my life?
My grandma
Your
collection.
grandma
Bro,
just
I
gave
saw
you
it at the
guys
99-cent
candy.
store.
Wait. Hold up a second. Your
I
grandma
got
gave you
mothballs
guys
and
candy.
Werther's Original.
Wait, what?
Mothballs?
You guys are dead
Give me that
ass.
grandma's.
My
What
grandma
about what?
gave no candy. Neither of them.
Your grandma didn't give
Really?
away candy,
You
bro?
never got candy from grandma?
No.
Damn.
No.
Damn,
Canada
that's
is
fucked
Oh, you
up.
crazy,
missed out.
bro. Canada is crazy, man. There we go. Here we go with this shit.
What did they give you? Like ketchup?
Ketchup.
Maple
I don't eat
syrup?
that shit.
They handed him a snow
I'm not
shovel and they
that
said,
guy.
"Pick
How
it."
did
I
it work?
will not. I don't even eat ketchup on hamburgers, bro. They can't put that shit on my food.
The only reason I said that is because I know Canadian people have like ketchup flavored Lay's.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
it's
got that
fucking
wild shit.
gross, man. It's out of it.
Do they not
Those
have like
people are
maple
crazy.
flavored chips? I would think that they had like maple shit.
Nah, I don't know
Nah.
about that. I don't eat chips.
We got
Yeah, I don't
beaver
really eat
tails.
chips.
Bro, they got the birthday cake Fruit Loops. Oh my god, that shit slaps.
And I wish I could eat cereal, bro. That should have destroyed me from the inside out.
Yo, we're not baby cows. We shouldn't be consuming though.
Well, you
Yeah,
can
man.
eat almond milk.
Dre, I had boba a few hours ago. Pray for me.
Done. You're done, dude. The dishes are done. Wrap it up and whip it out. It is a
And
wrap.
Hey,
I messed up,
whip
bro,
what
because I have
out?
a doctor appointment. I have a doctor appointment in the morning, man. It's pretty
Why would you
messed up.
try? That's the worst.
I fucked up really bad.
It's the worst day to do the shit.
Yeah, I know, bro. Let's see what I get diagnosed with.
Nah, that milk tea was good, bro. But it did me in. The milk
Yeah,
tea in
man.
Tokyo was crazy phenomenal, man.
I made sure to only drink half, and then I realized, oh, fuck, I forgot to say
Yeah,
no
but
regular milk. So I just tossed it out. I was like, this is not worth it, man. Take the L. Just throw it away.
in
I'm
Tokyo,
gonna
the
take you
milk's
to the spot in Little
pasteurized.
Tokyo, man. The Little Tokyo spot with the boba is busting. Matter of fact, we're gonna go get some ramen and some boba over in the Little Tokyo that I know. Even though your Little Tokyo was lit, I'm gonna take you to my Little Tokyo with all the homeless people.
Yeah, nah. Skid Row Tokyo is lit. We gotta hit that.
Super fire,
I like the shabu shabu. But you
man. I
don't
like
eat meat? Fuck.
yeah, I
Damn.
like
Shit.
I like the fact that people walk around in the cosplayer. They go through like they characters and shit. That shit is lit. I like that type of freedom of expression with people who are unique and they're not afraid to be themselves.
So,
That's love.
Yeah, man. That's called LA.
That's why I love it here. I hate the bills. I hate how much it costs to do shit, but I love the ambiance.
and picture this though. Like, you know how people love cosplay, obviously? Like, picture now down the road when AR gets built out and we have really cool AR glasses that anybody can wear, and now you can have your clone projected onto you, right? So take the AR filters to the next level where it is your full clone that you can don and walk around, right? And now you can like tie that up to your CIRLs and your glasses, and now you're walking around as your clone, and people can see that.
The CRLs are definitely the first step towards that. The fact that you can walk into a place and your shit vibrate when there's other people around. I wonder what else or other functionality they putting in there that you can utilize. Because you know that can't just be the one and done. It's got to be some real dope shit in there.
I need my feet to vibrate when I set an alarm and it goes off. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to
Fire.
to hear my arm. Boom, done.
That'll be fire.
I want
My shit starts vibrating, I'm a run.
I want every text message to tickle my feet. Like,
that might be.
Playing.
See, you know what? I wonder how far you can take it. Maybe we should throw that in Bard and see what they give us.
We need to make it open source, right? Because then we just can have some like degen developers just make some of the coolest shit.
Yeah,
making some funny ass shit.
That will be
Dre and Compound, you guys need to make like a secret foot shake with your CRLs where you guys like give each other like a handshake with your shoes, and it's comes up with like a little light pattern and like dance. Shit would be sick.
Can you imagine though, like the first time
foot shake.
The first time you go to the mall and there's a clone nearby that you don't know and your shoes goes off and like you actually track him down and like you meet up.
What?
It's just like going to Trader Joe's having an AR hoodie on. It's the same situation.
100%. Like,
Dude, I'm turning my location on invisible, bro. I can spot another clone a mile away. Most likely alone, not with a girl. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Imagine
When
me
I wear
trying not to be seen, right? Walking through any fucking where, bro. It's a wrap. You don't need the CRLs to know it's me coming, bro.
the hoodie can be annoying sometimes. I'm like, someone's like, "Oh, let me scan that." I'm like, "Bro, leave me alone." Like, damn. And then it's stand
Oh,
there, and then the thing doesn't work, and then they're like,
oh.
"Hold on, which app is it?" And then I'm like, "Bruh," just like, bro, like, leave me alone.
What's up with Vince? Comp, I ain't seen him and talked to him in a minute.
Oh?
Big Vince, OG Vince.
Bro, that guy comes like every 2 months now. Every
I
time we
seen him.
start talking about the floor price, like he just comes out of nowhere.
Ever since we had that floor price debate, my man has not been back.
Well, I hadn't been back for months before
Damn,
that.
I remember that day.
What's up, Baron? Baby Ron?
Just landed in beautiful Des Moines, Iowa.
You're flying right
yeah,
now,
he's
bro.
Flying
flying.
right now,
He's
bro.
100% flying.
What the hell is in Des Moines, Iowa? There's nothing in Des Moines,
Yo, you're like
Iowa.
you're 3 miles away from your phone. Walk a little closer.
How is this the first time somebody called during a flight? Water flying. That is a stunt. My man came into the spaces like that.
There's a lot of room here.
I like how he changed to his dragon and like his helmet clone when he's flying.
Pilot Baron.
That's fire shit. Baron, are you flying to Vegas?
Des Moines, Iowa.
He said there's a...
No, I'm saying for the 23rd.
No, I'm not going to Vegas. They don't welcome people like me there. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I wish. I'm interested, you know. I'm interested to hear what they're doing.
No, me too.
Is Baron flying the plane?
No, dude, I'm to stop on a. I'm sitting on a Southwest plane. Quick little hitter.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What you going to Iowa for? What the hell's in Iowa?
I work with some families up here, so got some meetings in the morning.
When are you coming to see your LA family?
I've never been to Iowa.
Whenever you guys get something going, I'm gonna be there. Next event.
So I'm gonna work on something, man. Work on building something.
It's gonna be August. Would be so far just to throw an event. We're all wearing our light-up shoes together.
I know, right?
Think of all the people listening to me on the plane that might have heard that. There's like 30 people on this entire plane.
That's how it was when I flew to Tokyo, man. I had a whole row to myself. I was just laying down, long as shit, in the plane.
They made 10 people in the front first rows move to the back. It was so empty.
Did you get any size 14s, Baron?
In the Air Force Ones, I did. Not in the crypto kicks. Those CIRL sizings are all screwed up. They're going to be really hard for people to find their sizes.
Who got a 14, bro? Who got the 14 in the crypto kicks? Speak up.
You know, Dre,
You
remind me of me and chasing that Genesis hoodie.
Did you ever get it?
No.
Snapback chasing a freaking bag, a Ramoa bag.
I'm looking for that bag too, for real.
Bag.
My only hope is that marketplace. That is my only hope.
I got a lead on the Murakami DNA hat, but for 0.2 ETH, you think it's worth it? You guys think I should do it?
I don't think you're getting that any cheaper, considering how little there are of those.
That's exactly what he said to me as he hit me with the sales pitch, almost word for word, bar for bar.
Yeah, man. Maybe it's me.
Might be.
I was just about to ask.
It might be. Point two
Yeah.
though. I don't know if I want to pay 0.2 for it.
Point two
Yeah.
though. How much is that in USD? You see, because when you say point two, it fucks my head up. If you say like 400 right now for a hat, I'm gonna say fuck no. So
It's close. Ain't it close? It's like
you
yes, that's
see,
about 400.
Yeah, bro. In Canada, that's
see,
about
man, like
450.
when you say point two, it sounds better. But when you
Right.
say 400, it's like Jesus.
For a hat, bro, for a dad hat.
Think about your
Man,
eggs, man.
Bro, don't pay 0.2 for no fucking hat. I
Yeah,
swear.
not worth it,
that's
Dre.
Go buy a couple Monolith X's.
speak. That's right. Talk to me like this. Talk to me mean like this. I need to hear this shit.
You
Dude,
could have bought
point
a
two.
robot Air Force for point two, but you faded them because you said they were ugly as shit. So now I'm gonna fade this hat until you know, and now
I mean,
yeah, all is good.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Point
That
two.
Yeah.
that hat
it.
Bro,
is like
okay.
it's like a crew hat, dude. If you have that hat on at anything, it's like, okay, this guy's the deal. You know,
I mean, once you
it's like
see
an
Dre and
official.
he's the 3 feet taller than everyone at the event, and he was the guy on the podcast for the Tokyo event, you're like, I don't think he needs the hat. He could just pull up in an all Adidas fit, and everyone will still know who he is.
Scratch that. You don't need that point two hat.
Thanks,
I'm
Baron.
convinced you have to have a motor.
Baron changed his mind so quick. Scratch
Thanks,
that.
Baron.
Scratch.
I'm convinced you got to have a drip clone before anything else Murakami in the collection. That
I agree. You got to stop getting the wearables, and you got to get to the story mode now.
I
Damn,
can't.
main.
I'm a wearable ass motherfucker, man. I need
Okay,
some
but
wearables.
imagine
They
the neck
unlock you more
needed.
wearables in the
Wearables.
future.
Yeah,
How many
imagine
more
all
are
the.
coming? You know
I
how
hope.
many? How? Fuck! This took long enough. We got to get our hands on these, and then Dre and I will focus on our clones. Okay.
Yeah,
Spend.
I'm a wearable, man. I'm all here. You know what? Maybe I just need to speak to the people, man. Just send me a care package. I need something to represent, man. If I'm out here talking to these people face to face like this,
How
they
You
start
know?
many?
looking.
Do you know how much better my life would be right now if I was dragging around a remote fucking bag? And I've got a bad take hat on. I got an artifact hoodie on, and I've got these a Toomey and then another bag that doesn't match, and I look all my fit doesn't. It's not
You're all
right.
muggered up. You're all jacked up.
It's not right.
Uncle Baron.
Yeah,
Yo,
Uncle Baron, dude. Guy's got khaki pants and Yeezys on. He has no idea what's going on with his fit.
dude, we cannot have Baron out there without a Ramoa bag. Like, who sent this man without a Ramoa?
Oh, bro, I need one of
Yeah,
those too.
I actually feel bad. We need to get this guy fixed
What's
up.
the floor on the Rimowa bags?
And they have 1.3 now, bro. They was just down 30 days ago
Damn,
to
they were half
0.6.
off.
Yeah, man, it's some bullshit.
Bro, if yeah. All right.
But it was higher though back then too.
It's some bullshit.
You know what it is though with the Rimowa stuff is Benoit tweeted about them and said, "Hey,
Yep.
stuff is coming soon, so people are waking up and if you want that bag."
Yeah, but those bags are full of a mech, in my eyes, and wearables. Like that bag is underpriced.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get one of these fucking bags, man.
Travel with it every time,
See,
dude.
I still ride in economy class, so I am not checking that or putting that in the overhead of my middle seat on JetBlue.
I mean, that's the
So
flex
when I
though.
get my private jet, one day, then I'm gonna hit one of you guys up for that.
No, dude, that's not a good bag for private aircraft. You want soft luggage. But dude, we're just
Fuck the bag then.
Fuck the bag.
you're learning that you're just gonna use nice shit in life, okay? Nice bags, nice shoes, everything. And treat
Yeah, I'd rather
yourself
the
well.
shoes.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's stuff inside the Rimowa case though, right? So
Yeah, it says on the OS description. I read it last night.
Hey, let's not talk about this. Let's not talk
I
about
mean, I'm
this.
just saying,
What else?
like
What's the next
Sleep
subject?
Rimowa bags, guys.
What's next? What's
Dude,
next?
I
What else we talking about?
swear Ramoas are about half the
I'm
price of a
fucking
clone, bro.
bullish,
You
dude.
get another clone. I'm so
I
bullish on
was waiting
clones,
for
dude. It's
Compound to be
sick.
like, Stop the side quests.
1.3.
Stop with the side quest talk. Clones only.
No, somebody has to be the devil advocate, dude. That's my role I'm playing.
I'm only talking because I already got my drip clone, so I'm good. I'm looking for other DNAs now, but they're like the stuff I want is too far out there, so I'm just chilling.
I can't wait to help Ellen shop, dude. Like, it's not even my ETH, but like, I'm gonna help him find some shit.
Can you call me?
I'll call you.
And when he calls you, call me and be like, all right, here we go. I'd love to see his wish list.
Is it time to sell Pompisha to Ilan?
Ooh, shit.
Damn.
Oh shit! You could get like 3. You could get like 2. You could get like. Wow, you get a bunch of nice
How are you
clones.
gonna do that, dude? You know I love that talk.
I know. It's too tough of a thought, but sometimes it crosses my mind, and I'm like,
Bro, you could get these thickest drip angel, and then have a bunch of ETH left over for more floors.
Pompisha, if you sell that, what
Yeah.
do you like? What clone are you transforming into?
Drip angel drip for sure.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously don't value it anywhere near the current reptile floor. Unbiased to it being my own, I just think it's like pretty hard out of most of the reptiles. But
I agree.
if I sold it for a decent amount, I think I would, equivalent in the ETH, sweep up some floor clones while they're at this price, just cause like it's pretty cheap, and yeah, I think it's a good investment.
Trump is bullish on clones, dude, and
As
he's
sad
smart.
as it would be swapping out, I just think like, bro, 2.87, like, come on now. Not shilling, but at the same time, yeah, it's cheap.
It's every time I see it, it's crazy, bro. I'm like, how the hell? And I know because I bought my first clone at 15, right? And I bought my next one at 12.5 and 10.5. So I was super bullish
I'm on
on
the same
clones
boat
then.
as you, man. And ETH was like double.
Yeah, bro. And I was super bullish then. So when I see him at this price, I like pace back
Same
and forth.
here. That's why I'm like
10 times more bullish now than I was then. At the time, I wasn't even I didn't even know as much about what was coming as I do now. And the price is 5 times cheaper.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
But yeah, maybe one day I'll swap out a
of that.
Pompisha.
What do you mean, Baron? What happened?
I don't remember any of that. High ETH, high clone prices, none of that happened. I never spent.
Yeah, there we go. Nope, never happened. I wasn't there either. I already blacked out. It's all been a blur. I like that. That's how I cope too.
Yo, Baron, just because Ramo says something on OpenSea doesn't mean it's true.
Oh, I think we confirmed some of the conspiracies.
Yeah,
through some videos we found.
And the thing inside, yeah, that's an actual fact for items inside of the case.
Oh, that's
yeah, no.
Let's keep it moving. We're not talking about this anymore.
Yeah, psyops. Nah, I'm gonna ruin it for you guys because I'm not getting one. So,
what happened?
You know,
are you? Dude, don't.
This is payback, Baron. Baron, this is payback. I'm never gonna let you forget that you get that clone. You and Pompisha psyop me and get that clone. Which you don't even have that clone anymore, do you?
Which one?
See, look at that. Which one? That's how you know.
Banged it off.
Exactly. The one with the 3D glasses and the jagged style.
Yo, so what's the deal with Nike and all this Spider-Man stuff? They're coming up with another shoe again on Air Max, and we got the artist from Spider-Verse. Like, I just can't stop thinking about what's going on with them. And then the Dichotomy texted something about, or tweeted something regarding Zelda and the ability to import 3D assets into that. I saw his tweet about that today, so I'm just focusing on Nintendo Artifact, see what's going on there. And this Spider-Verse.
Nah, this is I'm really curious about the next steps as well. When Snap made that point earlier today in Sneaker Soapbox about they've actually fulfilled those prior obligations. So now it's like, where are we? What's next?
I don't know if we're ready. We aren't ready. Remember those tweets? We aren't ready.
I think I'm ready.
Yo, someone give me 6 floor clones for Pompeia. Come on, someone.
6 floor clones. Jeez.
Yes, sir.
That's like 16 ETH, 15 ETH. That's a pretty fair
I
price,
think
actually.
I think that's worth. I think my clone's worth that much, to be honest. Fairly.
I think it's worth that much just because it's been held by the honorable Pompisha. So it
Yeah,
gives it.
that's why I don't even want to sell it. But like, 6 clones sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, bro, that actually 6 clone sounds fire. Damn. I always battle this too, and I always say like I would rather.
Yeah.
It's smarter to have all these floors, and then I go and buy like more rare. I have like a few kind of mid rare clones, and I
That's
go,
also
damn
what
it.
sells more quick. Like, if I ever want to sell it, because I'd obviously do it investment / keep one or whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever it pumps, the floor pumps, and like people want to buy the cheap ones. Like a reptile, you see one sell every month. They're like, you need to find the right person.
Here in the sneaker news, the Clot Fragment Design Nike Dunk raffle just opened up on the Juice Store app. So if you know what I'm talking about, go get it.
Yep, I just got that notification too.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, boo hoo. Oh well, zombie art.
Bro, I never win. I never win that shit. So I
We
just
got a bad take Discord.
Zombie Rob threw it in there already. He already owned it, brother. I appreciate it.
We got a bad. If you're not in the bad take Discord, join the bad take Discord.
I'm
Yeah,
one
there's some good stuff in the Batic Discord. I'm not gonna lie. So
some great
Tev-
stuff.
Is
Shake,
Rob a sneakerhead too?
shake, shake. Tevy's a Discord mongrel. Are you guys fucking hearing this? Let's fucking go, Bombay, Shake, Arch, all. Oh my god, Tevy's a Discord mongrel. He's growing on him. Let's fucking go.
I told you, man. Come through, man. Come
He
through.
was in. He was in there in the voice chat watching UFC and then watching people do edits. And then he was going. We have a file channel and a creator. He's like, wait a second, what? All this shit is in here? And I was like, yeah, bro, it's the hub.
I mean,
What if Twitter shut down tomorrow? Where would you all find us?
that's
Exactly.
why you should have told me that stuff was in there. Like if you had told me there's like 3D files and like all sorts of like cool little things in there, I'm like, all right, well, that makes sense. Like I guess I'll spend some time in here and create some stuff. That's
Yeah, you should share your screen, Tevy, so we can watch you, bro. Like, don't be selfish. Prez shares his screen when he creates everything. He was using my clone on some shit. Like, you should share the experience with us, because I'll go in and watch, bro. I literally watch people create all the time.
Let me ask you this: is anyone investing in these skin vials? I see Shake always posting them up. Is anybody going to grab?
You see, now you're interfering with my bags. You see, we don't talk about the Rimowa. We don't talk about the skin vials. It's a fair trade.
Y'all been talking about the remote the last hour. What do you mean?
Okay. Anyways, has anyone looked at doodles recently? Like I was thinking of picking one up, like moonbirds, doodles, like
Doodles.
Oozed.
Oh, I'm an artist, by the way. If you want to talk about art, bro.
Yeah. Let's change the subject, please. Tell us.
Wait. So we don't like the skin vials, guys?
Nah, bro. I don't even know
Gotta
what that
we
cover
is.
every
He's
love
single
trying to
one.
tell us about his art. Stop being rude, dude.
we
Wait, we got
love the
hands, guys.
skin
What's up, Von
vials.
Soul?
Yeah, I was just gonna let you guys know. You guys should be focusing on Ether next month. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be really be fucking with what Ether is gonna be releasing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Vi was like one of the first part of like when in terms of like artifact vision, like he was there in the beginning, and he's like down with the fashion as well.
That's cool.
I need you to get me white Allow list, Von Soul. Can you do that?
I cannot do that, unfortunately.
I legit cannot hear Soul at all.
Oh,
Is no one
yeah.
can get us a law list for that
Dre
project.
can't hear you, Soul. I hear it's gonna be a hype mint.
What are we talking here?
He's talking about the Ether mint. I said I heard it's gonna be a hype mint, and if Von Stoll can't even get me a allow list, man, like there ain't no chance.
Ether still hasn't minted yet. That thing's been going on forever, man.
Yo, okay, Von Stoll, so you can't get me an allow list. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm not buying no public sell and getting wrecked, dude. I'm in too deep, baby. I'm not losing money right now.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that I feel like this is the same kind of like experience when Azuki minted for like 2 Ethereum, and everyone was kind of just like, yo, that's a lot of money, but like, look what became of like Azuki. So for me, I feel like that's exactly like what's happening with Ether, because there's like a lot of stuff that I personally know that is happening behind the scenes. And I just like everyone's talking about like doodles or like what's next, and I personally only fuck with CloneX and Ether for the most part. But I like to, because you guys are always like here. I just feel like that's next. That's the next play for sure.
Can you pin
What?
like
So
stuff on
telling
Ether?
us that we need to buy this?
Sorry, I didn't hear you,
Are you telling us we need to buy this?
bro. Speak
How
up.
many
I
allow
can't
list
hear you,
spots do you
Dre.
have?
Huh?
I can't hear you, bro.
I said, are you telling us that we need to buy this thing?
Yeah, I mean, I have my conviction in it. And I like it because of like the fashion scene, the same way I like CloneX, and I know like Bai and CV Valley, which is like he's very highly notable in the Zuki community. Like I don't know who said this before, but I think it was Compound, how people are kind of building like an in-house kind of like brand, and I feel like that's what Azuki, Artifact, and like some like Ether and other notable projects are doing. They're kind of building like an in-house brand.
Vaughn, can you pin it something about it at the top? I actually have not heard about it. So,
Bro, how have you not heard about Ether?
because
Bro, how you haven't about Ether?
Vaughn is the biggest advocate, dude. I've been talking with him about it in spaces. So I've heard him talk about it in spaces since months.
I have
But
not heard
that's why I
about
was
it.
saying, if Vaughn can't give me an allow list spot, like I got no shot, baby. Vaughn's the guy. How many allow list spots do you have, Vaughn? So
I think in total there's only like 1,500, 1,700, but yeah, this motherfucking Vi doesn't like social media, so I have to do my part to fucking basically like set it out and stuff. But yeah, I am not the allow list guy.
Who's the guy?
wait, so as a founder doesn't like social media? Like, don't we already know that we got to have these guys in spaces every day, every night on the timeline, tweeting 24/7? Like, I heard that's what has to happen.
Yeah, but you know, I tell this guy every time, I tell him, I'm like, bro, you do not have the spaces etiquette, bro. Like, we need to teach you spaces etiquette. You need to like be on these spaces every single day. But yeah, he doesn't understand. He's just out here breaking his back literally for all of us. Matt, poor guy is like 21 years old and already has scoliosis, like a back problem. So not much I can do there, not gonna lie. Maybe if we start a GoFundMe page for him for like a new back, he might be a little bit nicer.
Man, I'm not paying him. I can't even get on the allow list.
No, but one thing I will say about the allow list that I really loved is that like it was like there was a bunch of influencers trying to get allow lists for Ether, but Bai basically told them all to fuck off because like he's only giving allow lists like to people who like
Nah, he
genuinely.
gave it to the people that had the champ pass, and only influencers really had the champ
Oh,
yeah.
pass.
champ only pass is involved.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did kind of like partnerships with certain communities, kind of like what's that other the one with Lupify? Fuck. One sec, let me just search it up real quick. It's called Timeless Treeverse, I think, because like a lot of people don't know, but Treeverse is Lupify's project, and the art was done by Vi. So I think some of the projects that he's been involved with in the past that people don't know about, he's just giving an opportunity for
so
the
why didn't
community to know about.
clones?
That's a good question. I personally don't want to. I can't talk about that, but yeah.
Nah, I'm just being facetious. I'm sorry, man. I know. I had the opportunity to buy the Champs Pass. I didn't do it because I'm not buying anything that Champ's selling. But if I had known that I would have had a free 6-month lockup NFT, I probably would have just bought it.
Bro, I wish I could give all of you motherfuckers here an allow list, but Dre, like this month, Bai has like sneak peek show me some of like the clothing he's working on for Ether. I don't think it's finalized, but like I'm telling you, bro, like you would fuck with this shit.
Where is it?
He shared it in like the Discord where it's kind of like for early members, and he told us not to like share it with anyone else. Sorry, but like I'm telling you, like it's fire.
I was in Discord as an early person, then I got out because I felt some type of way.
I feel you, bro. It's valid.
Say no, I'm lying. Sorry. It's all good. Fuck it. You know what I mean? If it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. I don't have space to fall in love with any more hoes, man. So I'm maxed out at the moment.
What's the mint price? Is it 2 ETH?
No, so the mint price is 1 Ethereum for public, and if you got whitelist, you have either the option to lock your NFT for 10 weeks and be able to mint it for free, or if you don't wanna like lock it, you can pay 0.5 to, be able to mint at whitelist and be able to trade it whenever you want.
When is mint?
That's dope.
That is.
So the website comes out in 10 to 14 days. The final trailer comes out beginning of June, and mint is near end of June, so next month.
That is dope. That's a dope way to unveil it.
Yeah, it's like vesting, and like exactly like vesting. They need to do that with these pre-sale tokens. Except if, yeah, a lot of people got wrecked back in the DeFi summer days because there was no vesting. The pre-sale, they allow less people just dumped on the public still. Oh my gosh. I pinned a thing at the top too about this ERC 6551 that's coming out and the type of shit that it can do, and the fact that Sapiens is already doing it too. I was trying to think of things that Artifact could do with that token standard, or any of these projects. Honestly, it'll be interesting to see how creative they can get.
It's gonna be interesting to see if people adapt and utilize it.
Dude, there's a guy who already, I put it at the top, there's a guy who already is putting his NFTs inside of his Sapiens NFT.
I saw that.
He put an Azuki in there, a Moonberg, a Doodle.
He's the developer.
He's the developer of
that
standard.
Yeah.
Benny.
Of the token standard. It's just a token standard. Pardon?
His name is Benny.
Yeah, because every NFT has a address. So he was explaining it earlier in I'll pin the space. I have to find it just a second.
I am gonna rug this bitch. We've been in 5 spaces today. I'm actually kind of impressed. This whole crew has been in like 5 spaces today. Y'all, what the hell are you doing? Why are y'all in so many spaces? Why do you have so much time? Don't y'all have lives? What the? Nope, me neither, baby.
Ruined my life from Artifact.
I love this shit. I do appreciate hanging out with you guys at night. I'm gonna go get some things done, get to bed, and I'll see you all maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening. Oh wait, Dre, we have I might come up for that. I'll message you.
Are you
going down in LA?
Word, come through. I got 4 tickets.